Hey guys, it's Shaka here. Welcome back to our YouTube channel, and if you are new, welcome to our YouTube channel. So, I was thinking, what should I post? And then I was like, you've been posting a lot of like vlogs recently. I was like let's switch something up, right? So I was thinking, and then I was like, what should I? And then I was like, oh my goodness, how I put on the hijab. When and how I put on the hijab. I was thinking, as a content creator who is Muslim, you know what I mean? I don't necessarily always post like Islamic videos, but just as a content creator who's a hijabi, right? There's like a 50-60% chance that I have quite a bit of people who watch me who were probably hijabis or probably Muslim, you know what I mean? And so I thought, why not share my experience and how I put on the hijab and when I put it on and how it was and like the whole experience, you know what I mean? So yeah, I thought it would be pretty interesting if I did that, because I'll just put my experience out there, and if anyone like is struggling, or if anyone like, you know what I mean, is like on the edge of like, should I put it on or should I not, it's like, you know what I mean, I'm going to share my experience so you know that it's like, you're good, like you should do it, you know what I mean? What's crazy about this story is that it literally all happened like almost within a day, you know what I mean, like just putting it on. But the actual like experience obviously happened throughout the years, you know what I mean, but like yeah, it all happened within a day. So the way I remember it, it was the first day of year one. I got that totally mixed up. It was the first day of the term of the year of year one. Of year 5. Like, am I going insane? Anyways, so I was getting ready for school, and I kind of had it in the back of my mind, because I remember when I was in year 4, my mom told me, she was like, oh, like, you know, have you thought of putting on the hijab yet? Like, it should be about time, because girls are meant to start when they're about like 9. And keep in mind, I was like 10, 11. I was turning 11 that year. So it was like, it was already like a little bit late. But then, because obviously she didn't want to be too like pushy about it, you know what I mean? She wanted me to do it out of my own will. So, you know what I mean? So that I keep it on forever, you know what I mean? Until time comes. So it was like that. It was the first day of year 5. I wasn't at school yet, keep in mind. So it's in the morning, I'm getting ready, and then my mom walks in and she's like, oh, so like it's first day of year 5, like do you wanna start wearing the hijab? Like, she said it in a way it's like, okay, you should. But then she was also telling me, like, you know what I mean, she's like, I'm not really like forcing it on you, because as you know, they're like, if you like force it, especially to a child like in year 5 or like even younger, it's just like it pushes them away, do you know what I mean? Because they feel like they're doing it out of their will, you know what I mean? They don't actually want to do it. So she just told me that, she just gave me the idea. And then I was there, I thought about it, I was like yeah, you know, yeah. I was kind of iffy about it, but I was like, no, yeah, because there were already quite a few people in my school that already started wearing the hijab. So I was like, yeah, okay, I'm gonna do it, right? And then she gave me a scarf. It's like, it's not like what I'm wearing right now. This, like, I started way later. So that specific scarf is like it's like a Persian scarf. It's called, let me know, I'm not sure if you guys know, but it's called a maqna. So it's kind of like, you don't need a cap, you don't need anything, but you just like, it's a one-piece scarf that you just put on, and then you just tuck like to your own like facial structure, and then like it sits, you know what I mean? So she gave me one of those, I wore it, and that was literally my first day. And it was like, in year 5, it wasn't like I didn't wear it throughout year 5. I didn't wear it throughout the whole like year, you know what I mean? It was kind of like, I took it on, like it was mostly on, but I kind of like took it off sometimes. But then when I got to year 6, it was like, okay, like there is no like on and off, you know what I mean? Like, I should have done that like way earlier, you know what I mean? Because like, you're meant to start when you're 9, which is 7, I'm pretty sure that's year 3. So yeah, but yeah, when I was in year 6, I was like, girl, you gotta like lock in and like wear it properly, you know what I mean? And so year 6 rolled around, and then I started wearing it like every single day, like everywhere I went. So it was just a part of my routine. And honestly, throughout the years of wearing it, it was like finding my style was the difficult part, you know what I mean? It was like, because a lot of the girls that I knew, they did wear a scarf, so like that like made me feel, you know what I mean, a bit like I'm like in a safe area. But honestly, if you're in an area where like not a lot of people wear scarf, and you're just like iffy about it, you're like, but like I'm gonna be judged, I'm gonna be this, and then you have to understand that Allah's the real judge, You know what I mean? At the end of the day, when it's judgment day, you're not going to go up to those people and be like, so what did you think? So did you think, oh, astaghfirullah, you know what I mean? It's just, you're not going to go up to them and be like, so I didn't wear scarf, did I look good? Did I look good? No. At the end of the day, Allah's going to judge you. You know what I mean? So I guess for me, it was just like, I was blessed, and it was just a little bit easier, I guess, because a lot of people around me wore scarves, so I just felt belonged. But I do understand if you're like in a different area and like there's not that many Muslims, or there are Muslims but they don't wear scarves, and that like kind of encourages you to be like, what's the point of wearing it? I promise you, just put it on for the sake of Allah, and you know what I mean? And that could literally sometimes be the reason why you go to heaven. You know what I mean? Every mountain is made out of small rocks. You know, sometimes it's literally like the deeds you do here and there that just like get you to get you the ticket to Jannah. You know what I mean? So it's like, if you do live in an area where like barely anyone wears it, just like, if you're seeing this video, it's literally a sign for you. Literally just wear it. At the end of the day, Allah's the real judge. Like, I know people like might look at you differently, like just like, I know the stare, trust me, like this kind of stare, just like, oh, you're different, you're like an alien. I know the feeling. Like, I've been in both areas, but when I started wearing it, it was like I was surrounded with a lot of Muslims. But throughout my years, obviously, like, it was less and less, but like that didn't matter to me, because I was like, Allah's the real judge. You know what I mean? So that really like helped me after the years of like where I didn't have like Muslims around me like every single day, and it was like, you know what I mean, it was non-Muslims, but I was still like pushing through, because I was like, Allah's the real judge. And because it's like, obviously I have been in like so many situations where it's like, you know what I mean, I'm the only hijabi, and then I'm just sitting there, and it's like, you kind of feel a little bit uncomfortable, but then you have to realize like this world is a test, and like we're here for one reason. You know what I mean? And that's to just worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and follow everything that Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, said, and just, you know what I mean? And it's like, yeah, I feel like it's easier said than done, but like, if you're seeing this video, it is literally a sign for you. Like, wear it in period. And this style that I feel like matches like almost every single person's face, is this cotton? It's not jersey. First, like, if you're new to wearing a scarf and you just feel like you haven't found your scarf style, let me tell you exactly what I'm wearing right now. This, I feel like, just matches every single face type. Obviously face color as well, because you can just change the colors, you know what I mean? So just a cap is a must. It keeps your hair in place, it keeps everything in place, you know what I mean? It's just a must, trust me. Like, it does, your scarf doesn't slip back, and it's perfect. And also, I'm pretty sure this is cotton. So for me, what didn't work out, and I don't think, well, it might work out for you, but I feel like I'm gonna give you guys the scarf fabric that I feel like will match anyone's face is this. So not cotton, I mean, I'm actually tripping, not jersey, not chiffon, but this. I'm pretty sure this is cotton. Like, is this a tag somewhere? I don't know, but definitely this is cotton, and I feel like cotton scarves literally like match every single face shape, and they have so many variety of colors. So do the other fabrics, but like, I don't know, I'm just like promoting it at this point in like the best way possible. Literally it like sits on your face, you know, the chiffon scarf, like, I just can't stand when it's going up and down, like, and even jersey scarf does that. Like, no thank you. Like, I want to wear the cap and wear this flat, you know what I mean, and just like that. So if you're struggling, I promise you, cotton is the best type of scarf that you can get, especially if you're new. And you know, because I went through the years where I was experimenting with scarves. I tried jersey, I tried chiffon, and like, in a way, kind of like pushed me away, because I was like I just felt so you know what I mean, because it felt so off, because I didn't find the right fabric. I'm gonna give you guys the fabric. Are you done? All right. I'm gonna give you guys the fabric, you know what I mean, so you don't have to try if you don't want to try, you know what I mean. If you just want to like feel your best, literally like when you start wearing it as soon as possible, it's cotton scarf with a cap, the cap doesn't really have to be a specific fabric. It just shouldn't be like silky and soft. It should just be like cotton. I don't know. Anyways, and yeah, I remember when I started wearing scarf, like something that did throw me a little bit off is just that I couldn't find the right like scarf style fabric for me, for my face shape and for everything about my face. And it did irritate me, but at the end of the day, just keep trying. At the end of the day, just keep trying new things. You know what I mean? But like, I promise you, can't scarf. Well, whoa. I'm just gonna like recommend this highly, can't scarf and the cap. Oh my god, something's in my nail. Can't scarf, the cap, and yeah, because like you can't. Yeah, that's what really worked out for me, because I really struggled a little bit with like my scarf style, and that kind of like threw me off for like a good while. But yeah, and honestly throughout the years, especially as the seasons changed, especially when it was like summer and spring, obviously mostly like summer, spring kind of, it was just, especially when I just started wearing a scarf, it was difficult. I can't lie, it was difficult. But then I thought to myself, I'm like, at the end of the day, you're getting good deeds. Like, do you just want to talk? Okay, we'll just let you talk. Let me know when you're done. Done? Okay. We're just gonna have to continue because, you know what I mean, it doesn't want to be quiet. It's okay. Wait, what was I saying? Oh yeah, so during the seasons, like especially like summer, I struggled. Like I was like on the edge, you know what I mean? I was like, oh my god, like, but then you have to understand the reward that comes with it. That really just like, you have to understand that every like little struggle that a Muslim goes through, like they're gonna get rewarded for it, you know what I mean? And that like really calmed me down, because I knew that like people don't have to realize your efforts, because Allah will. Allah sees every single thing, you know what I mean? That really like always comforts me. I'm like, no matter how hard it is, no matter how like whatever, how much I'm struggling, like at the end of the day, I am trying my hardest. The key thing is try your hardest. Have good intentions, that like you're actually trying your hardest. And yeah, you have to understand that every effort that you put, you know what I mean, Allah will reward you, inshallah. Yeah, so that's what really like kept me going. And you know, even till this day, I can't lie, it's like being a hijabi is honestly, it's a struggle, you know what I mean? At the end of the day, we're getting rewarded. It's not like, do this, just do this and you're not like getting anything. It's like we're literally getting rewarded, you know what I mean? Allah is the most merciful, Allah is the most kind. Yeah, that just really brings comfort to my heart. And I'm like, I'm wearing scarf for the sake of Allah, you know? Especially when I sometimes see some people like non-Muslims looking so good, like, you know what I mean? Like having their hair out and like, you know what I mean? And it's like, I kind of look at them and I'm like, oh my god, like, but then I'm like, but you're doing this for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and inshallah you will get rewarded for it. And that just brings comfort to my heart. And I'm like, I have a purpose, you know what I mean? I'm not just doing this because I'm just doing this. I'm doing this for the sake of Allah, you know what I mean? Our creator. Yeah, that just brings comfort to my heart, and it just encourages me to wear a scarf like all the time, you know what I mean? With that being said, if you are planning to wear a scarf, you know what I mean, this is your sign. Go for it, you know what I mean? For the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, you know what I mean? For the sake of your akhirah, go for it. You just go for it. Like, this is literally a sign. Can't be more clear than this. And if you are a hijabi that wants to take off their hijab, honestly, don't. I think just keep going. You know, you got this. If you've come this far, trust me, you've got the strength. Just keep going, you know what I mean? And I promise you, like, every struggle that you go through, it's worth it, because like at the end of the day, it's beneficial for you, because you're gonna get the good deeds, you know what I mean? And it's gonna be for the benefit of your akhirah. Yeah, if you guys have any questions, you know what I mean, and I feel like I do have like young followers, so if you guys have any questions, any of my audience, any questions about being a Muslim girl who wears a hijab, or just a Muslim girl in general, or hijab, just let me know. Or if you guys want a hijab tutorial, on how to do your hijab, just let me know. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I really hope that you learned something from it. And if you are struggling, I really hope that this video helped you. If you were thinking of putting on the hijab, I really hope this like encouraged you to put it on.